Hello everyone, my name is Kurazarrh, and welcome back to Sunless Sea, where we are here way over in the Chelenate at Shovelport, where we have been chasing down several leads so that we can talk to our managed poissonnier and get him sort of through his storyline so that we can then basically turn him over to the Fathomking to continue our quest for our father's bones. And if we speak to him, you'll see that he requires Zoop and meter salt. Now, Zoop is pretty easy to get. We can just go to Venderbight and buy some. Meter salt is a bit more involved. So the easiest place to get meter salt is in Wither, but it requires 5 Z stories. And while we could fight a whole bunch of jellyfleurs and jellyfish and hope that we get lucky, and stop at all of the light ships with recent news and speak to the crew, I think this is probably just going to be a bit of an exercise in monotony. So I think what we're going to do is the other option, which starts off with a firkin of prisoner's honey. We're going to buy one of those up here in London, and then we're going to go to the Gant pole, which is right back here, and we're going to trade it for a something or other. It's a carbo something or other of black goo, that's all I know. And then once we have that, we can trade it for meter salt in... I forget where. Actually, I completely forget where we can buy that from. But I'll look it up on the way, and then we will do it that way. So yeah, let's get going. We're going to head back to London. I'm going to also repair our ship. I'll refuel, I'll resupply. I'll probably ditch a couple other odds and ends if we have, or if we need any cargo space. But that's where we're at, so let's go ahead and launch. And I think I might also hit a couple places along the way just to grab a few more port reports, but I'm not going to go far out of my way to find them. So I'll see all of you probably here back at the Gant pole when we are ready to continue our shopping spree here. Alright folks, we are back and headed up to Venderbight. I did look up where we need to sell the Carbon Narmo tub of black paint. That is in Scrimshander, which is a place that we have at least seen. Not sure if we've been there, but up here in the Sea of Lilies, it's right up in here. So we're going to go to Venderbight. We're going to go back to Gant Pole. We're going to trade our frickin' prisoner's honey that I forgot to buy. Let's go buy that now. I did everything except for that. And we should just need 1 meter salt, so I don't think we need to get more than 1 here. But once we have our tub of black paint, we can go to the Scrimshander and should be able to trade that for 1 meter salt. So let's grab this here. Prisoner's honey. Ta-da! Alright. And now we can go, let's go lights off, and we'll just full power to the engines. Get me there fast. That's all I care about today. Gotta keep the engine hot. I did dump all of our terror, so we're back to, well, 1 here shortly. And I also refilled on our torpedo parts, which I kept forgetting to do. Whoa, can I make this turn? Whew. I can, but only barely. Alright, pulling into Venderbight. Let's see, we should be able to buy... Guess we can get it here. We offer a strange catch. We were unlucky. We got a supply. Let's offer a strange catch. Better luck next time. I could have sworn we could just buy a Zoop up here. Well. Well. There's no Zoop to be had here. Last tour operator, gather gossip. Report. Hum. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I do know I did come across a place where we can get some more Tales of Terror. And that is... What Tales of Terror? Well, we can get that too. But also, Z stories. We get them from Godfall. If we have a whole bunch of Hunter's Trophies, so we can trade those in there and get basically one of each. We can get one Z story, one Tale of Terror, and one Memory of Distant Shores. So I think we'll do that. So I'm not sure where to get Zoop. Oh, we can get Zoop in Mount Palmerston. I think. We're going to find out. In short order. Dead. Bye. Full power. Let's find out. Here I thought I was all ready to go, and then Venderbright just didn't deliver. Alright, please tell me we get this stuff up here. I might even... You know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Hello, Captain Kurazarrh. Today is your unlucky day. That's right. Boop. Keep you in my sight. Turn my light on too. I'm like, why am I shooting so slowly? Oh, right. We have the light off. Silly me. And dead. So what do you have for us, Captain Kurazarrh? Anything useful? Let's see. We got 2 fuel. Oh boy. Be still my beating bilge pump. Okay. Yeah, I do think we can get Zoop from Palmerston. So, hopefully that will get us what we need to do. Or get us what we need. We get the cool music while we're here, too. Alright, slow down to basically 0. Just sort of drift into port. There we go. Shops. Zoop! Here we go. Alright. That's what we're talking about. Alright. I'll also buy some fuel, because it's cheap. And there we go. I don't think I need dice for anything or Eolus, so I think we're golden there. Let's grab a port report. And let's see, we don't have any souls to give to the Deviless, so we're going to skip that. If I realized we were coming here earlier, I'd have gotten a crate to give to her. Alright, so we're heading back to Gant Pole first, and then over to Scrimshander. And then... I did buy the Zoop, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Scrimshander, and then we can talk to the Bandage Poissonnier again, and that should get us our, well, next step in his storyline. So I guess we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I get to listen to these sick beats. And you know what? Over here. Let's grab you. Hey, buddy. I have tough news for you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, come and get me. You couldn't even get me. Boop. We should be able to get more hunting trophies from these guys. So I guess we'll see. Rescue a new Jonah. Ah, okay. That's the Tomb Colonists thing. We are going to butcher it. Hunting trophy, Stygian ivory, and a curious sack. 1 supplies. One supplies. That number matching. Alright, not too bad. Alright, off we go. Terror rising dramatically. But, ooh, do we... Yeah, let's stop here. Get you too. Hi, buddy. Clunk. I think these guys get us 100 trophies too. I guess we'll find out in a second here. Let's... I think this gets you... Oh, this will repair your hull. Yes, hunting trophy. Okay, cool. That was just bird hunger. Okay. Not too shabby. So if we did want to quickly get a whole bunch of Z stories, we could get a bunch of these hunting trophies and take them down to Godfall. And since it's kind of on the way, I will show you what I mean there. Kill the lights. Stoke the fires. And don't run into the islands. Godfall should be right about here. Ooh, hello. Hello, free money. Yeah, whatever. Beat it. And... boop! Let's get our pirate poet. Huh. So we got 100 echo last time, and we got 300 this time. I wonder if there's just sort of like a random amount that you get? Wow. Okay. Well, we have a lot of stuff now. 5 supplies? Not too shabby. So here we are at Godfall. If we bring a hunting trophy and speak to them of blood, or offer them of blood, then we get a Tale of Terror, a Memory of Distant Shores, and a Z story. We now have 5 because I did trade a couple of these in. But yeah, so just so you know, if you're flush with trophies and you need some Z stories for your meter salt to talk to your leper cook, then I guess that's the place to do it. Hello, what are you? Unfinished pirates. Why not? Give me something good. Boop. And there we go. What have you got for us, guys? A bolt of fabric. Oh boy. A single bolt of spider silk. We can't really do much with that but sell it, so not really worth the 30 or so echoes we'll get for it. Now we need to go to the Gant Pole, which is underwater right up ahead here. So let's see, can we pop down right around here? We can. Hey, look at that. Something lurking down there to the south. Alright, so in theory, yeah, here we go. A carboy of primordial shrieks. That's what it is, okay. So we need to buy one of these for 1 firkin of prisoner's honey. We got that. Oh, we can sell some cool stuff here. Harlot fry, Stygian ivory. We have one of those. May as well just... Whoops, no, I don't want to buy. I want to sell. Whoops. I hit the wrong button, but we get 0 anyway, so oh well. My bad. Alright, so here, we're going to head up to here. And I might just stay underwater. See what's here. Hello, friendo. Yeah, I know what you are. Ow, clunk. Got us once. But you won't get me again, buddy. That's right. What is this? The Irrepressible. Let's see. Let's carve them up. 3 hunting trophies. Wow. Very cool. Mortal remains. Peel the membrane and stifle a shudder, a half-digested zailer clutching a half-digested book. You'll dispose of the poor remnant decently, But what does the book say? Oh, this is cool. Fair dealing. I met her again that September. Her hair was gone, and her hand, and she could remember nothing that had occurred to her before the age of 19. I could scarcely speak for horror, but she responded nonchalantly. I think my eyes will be next, she told me. I hardly need them down here in the dark, and the convention will offer me an excellent price for them. Reader, shun the Brimstone Convention. They will not cheat you. Worse, they will make you offers you cannot bear to refuse. So you gain 1 tale of terror, 6 terror, and that's that. Now, we already beat this ship, the Irrepressible, at one point, as I recall. So let's go ahead and we'll just beat him again. Why not? Shouldn't take but a moment. That's right, buddy. There we go. All clear. And I spy a little, I want to call it a slipstream from, not space engineers. Star sector down there. Let's see. We can attempt to detach the Irigo cannon or send a boarding party. This will significantly improve your iron. Sure. 5 more iron? Yes, please. And I've read this before, so I'm not going to read it again. But that's pretty cool. That's a great way to farm iron. Huh. Interesting. Alright, so Star Sector Slipstream, here we come. And I wonder if these change like they do in Star Sector or not. I'd be curious to know. We're not moving very fast here. I'm going to pop out because this is not fast. Yeah, we're moving faster without it than inside it, so let's get going. We made it to surface before too long. And I want to say that I kind of feel... Hello. What are you? Are you under those? I don't care about you too much. Let's go. You got over, dude. Later. But I want to say that if you let your oxygen hit 0, I think it just forces you to surface. I don't think it actually does anything outside of that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have to surface here soon. Let's go ahead and surface. We'll just dive again when we're near Scrimshander. Off we go. Meow. Bye, shark. Oh, we still have places to discover. This is a shock. Let's see, we are almost there. Let's just get a little bit farther. A light on. And let's dive here. I want to say it's right under here. Hey, look at that. I do think we've been here, or at least passed by it. I'm pretty sure we've been here before. Hello. And... oops, in. There we go. I clunked. I oops clunked. Oh, what's this? Let's see. I guess we haven't been here. Before you looms the bone tower of Scrimshander, the city of remembrance. Ivory structures jut from the pile, supported by buttressing tusks. As your light plays across them, you can make out inscriptions, names, pictures, and dozens of lost languages. The largest ones carry a warning. All are welcome to enter, but none may depart without leaving something of themselves behind. I guess we can't... oh, we can shop here before we actually go in. I might... you know what? Let's go in. Why not? Accept the price and dock. A drowning floats before the docking gate of a bone cathedral. She wears a cowl and carries a ceremonial key carved from a femur. At your approach, she sings a solemn greeting. Soldier, scholar, servant of art, History welcomes without toll. But be warned ere you depart. None who enter escape whole. Sure, why not? A cowed crew. The Guardian unlocks the ivory gates. Steel glints in her fingers as she carves an image of your ship into her massive bone key. Your brave crew decides to remain on the ship as you disembark for the tower's dry center. We have Scrimshander, Tides of Time, and History of Heroes are 1 and 2 respectively. Okay, so what's this? Deliver a monastic drownie. Do we have a drownie? I guess we do. Okay. Interesting. Let's get a port report first of all. Few visitors, fewer departures. The inhabitants of Scrimshander spend much of their time preying on the mysteries of the past. They spend almost as much time arguing about their interpretations. Salted residents often collect nearby salvage, studying the results and inscribing their interpretations on any skeletal remains. But those who leave too often are easily recognized by what they have left behind in their travels: memories, personalities, and bones. Otherwise, they rarely consider the present, certainly not with the same focus they give to the histories buried within their tower. Recent world events are met with polite silence, unless it prompts an anecdote about similarities with antiquity. Apart from old grudges and new theories, very little changes here. Okay. Let's deliver a monastic drownie. Your silent passenger is transfixed by the murals, eyes wide and mouth agape. His unrepeatable exclamation is the first word you've heard from him. A flood of words. Something within the monastic drownie has been unloosed at the sight of such sweeping histories. After such a long time silent, he's eager to share his own smaller stories, and until he can earn his bone quill, you are his captive audience. The coins he gives you are valuable, but not as much as the tales that tumble out of him. Oh, I guess we could have come here for a Z story, huh? Sheesh. Alright. Now that we don't need them, the game is just piling them on. And I realized that I forgot to stop at Godfall. I was too busy shooting stuff. Whoopsie. Okay. Deliver a truth-hunting chelinate. I guess we have this too. Oh, I think these are some of the passengers we've gotten from the Unterzee ports, or at least by virtue of having a submarine. She kneels before an ivory carving of a faceless warrior. Its scarred figure resembles a tattoo on her arm. After saying a wordless prayer, the truth-hunting chelinate stands and clasps you in a fierce embrace. In addition to payment, she proudly represents you with a garland of shark's teeth. My days of hunting monsters is over. Now I hunt heroes through the ages. So we got a hunting trophy, and one more history of heroes, and 50 echo. Okay. So we can't do this. At least 5 points recommended, but more will allow deeper explorations. Do not overstay your welcome, it will not be pleasant. So we can't go there anyway. Let's wander the halls, why not? Gain to terror. A familiar tale. The simple houses are built with bricks of ash and bone dust. Each bears a finely engraved story, from the mundane to the profane. Some bricks tell the same tales from different and contradictory sources. You spend a quiet hour reading at the side of a derelict house. A handful of its tales are suspiciously familiar. All right. Let's gather to the stage of history. Scholars file quietly into a pair of great ivory doors at the far end of the hallway. When they stumble out again, you can hear raised voices, arguments, and laughter. The amphitheater. After the reverent silence of the outside, the boisterous noise of the amphitheater washes over you like the heavy sea beyond these walls. Oh, interesting. So we can trade coffee for time at the archives, or wine. Agree to search the ivory archives for a pattern. So we can't do that because we can't get into the archives. Okay. But let's talk with the glib historian. The mushroom wine he serves is stale. The plays he announces are questionable at best, but the impeccably bearded man with the olive skin laughs at every performance and has a smile for every patron. Warring theories on the stage of history. Some cheer history as the work of brave and inspired heroes, especially them who wish they could be heroes themselves, the glib historian rolls his eyes theatrically. Others say it's all shaped by cyclical changes in scientific progress, economics and such. But nothing gets in the way of a good story quite like nuance. He spits out the word like a rotten grape. We let him argue up on the stage and give an ivory crown to whoever is most convincing at the moment. He waves a hand at the temporary monarch in the raised seat above. But as far as I'm concerned, he confides, filling your patron's mug with cheap wine, history is what you make of it, and I make a killing. You've learned enough about history to distrust any one person's interpretation. Okay. Interesting. Watch a heroic play for 50 Echo. The Challenate's champions promise the tale of a lone hero who changed the course of history, based on historical evidence. I guess we get to doubt this. And we lost terror, not too bad. Often enjoyable, occasionally accurate. Truly, this is what heroes are made of. Courage, charm, and an ample capacity for violence. The moral is clearly defined. The prop horses are surprisingly well painted. How considerate of history to provide such an exemplar of heroism. The crowd roars its approval and keeps the glib historian busy with demands for more wine. His efforts to serve the unruly lot deserve a play of their own. Okay, so we lost terror there. That's what that's for, I guess. Since we can't get into the archives, we'll skip that for now. We'll go back to the crypt. And we will leave Scrimshander. No one leaves without leaving something of themselves behind. Be ready. Departing, were there quite as many guards when you came in? Was there always a pile of fresh bones by the entrance? Let's see, what do we have here? So we can... Oof. Missing a finger. So we have a few options. We can provide transport for the scholar. He wants to go to Hideaway. So tradition demands it, as do the muscular guards at the gate. Their sharpened bone quills are at the ready to collect your donation. Let's take this guy. We'll provide transport for a scholar. In search of history's losers, he studied remains in 100 wars and read 1,000 bitter ends. Now he seeks the survivors so he can interview them in person. He assures you it's a purely academic interest. His life has been splendid, personally. He merely wishes to see how they live with themselves. The scholar of lost causes grumbles as he settles into his bunk, ready for the trip to Hideaway. Oh. That wasn't payment. Alright, so we can leave hearts. We can leave behind iron. We can leave behind a finger. Or we can leave behind a Z-story or a hunting trophy. Well, the trophy... unlocked with 5 Z-story. Okay, so if it's 5 Z-story, I'm going to say we'll go for the trophy. Some other hero's tale. The guards light incense and clean the trophy with a musky oil. As you recount the victory that won it, a chronicler etches your words into its surface. The scratching of the bone quill grows louder in your ears with every word. By the time you've finished, your trophy has been replaced with an identical copy. But this one has been inscribed with a thrilling fictional tale. As you depart, you wonder if you would recognize the hero of such a thrilling yarn. Alright. Let's stop by this shop. Let's get our meter salt. And we should be able to talk to our cook now. He pokes his head from the galley. Have you my meter salt, Captain? Mazoop. I am keen to investigate the possibilities. A brazen alembic bubbles eagerly in the background. Supplies. Excellent! He retreats into his galley and bars the door. Day and night, his jugging crucible blazes. Jugging crucible. Is that a thing? The galley portholes flare crimson across the black Z. He does not answer the door. It ships biscuits and barreled water for a while. When he emerges, his bandages are yellow with smoke. I am victorious! The Zoop defied me, but I have broken it. Chanterelles from some soggy edge of London. pig stock, a spicy dash of paprika, lament onions, petals from the exile's rose, which grows in hell, and tears from a hanged man or a heartbroken priest. I believe either would suffice. The method of the ingredients combination is singular. I believe I can make use of it. We are chartering new culinary frontiers, my captain, but the Fathomking presides over the drowning feasts. He is accustomed to excess. We must amaze. That night, the crew dine happily on fish stew. The poissonnier keeps your wineglass topped up, and at the end of dinner approaches you nervously. I am afraid I have another request, Captain. I need something from Khan's heart. A certain book of recipes. If we were going that way... He fidgets with the ends of his bandages, avoiding your gaze. Why is he lying to you? We've gained 10 hunger, apparently. Mouths to feed, your crew groans with hunger. Oh, okay, I see. Not to worry. Although our hunger is above the starvation line, it should drop back down once we undock. We could eat a crew member. Let's talk to you again. Alright, so he has a question about your current destination. Do you think we'll pass near Khan's hut sometime soon? My business there should not take long. I only need to retrieve an old recipe book. He twiddles a loose bandage end nervously. It contains a certain, formulae and distillations I need for the feast. Yes. He is an exceptional chef, but a poor liar. Alright. I guess, yeah, there we go. I guess we are bound for Khan's heart. Let's get out of here. We'll head on up. And let's see what Khan's heart has for us. Alright. Let's not run into the very hard lily pads. And it is just south of us, so we are going to run into the lily pads. Screech! Tires screeching. Because boats have tires. We will stop here and we'll get a port report. And then I think we will probably end our episode today in Khan's heart. There we go. You know what? You do have fuel here. It is pricey. Skip. We have the inverse of what we need here with this ship. We have a boatload of supplies and not enough fuel. Alright, so let's... Lights off and full power ahead. Or full steam ahead. Ooh my. Once again, burning rubber. I can smell it from here. So we should be able to go right down. Where's Khan's Heart's dock? That's over this way. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. We can't shop here yet because we have to get the Nephrite key. Let's see. So we need to do something here. Here we go. The poissonnier requests shore leave and back pay in a form preferred in the Khanate. He stands stiffly before you. I will not need long or much. Okay. He wants to go ashore. He claims he needs to collect a book of recipes, but he is short on details and long on guilty fidgeting. He asks for his back pay in drowning pearls. They will ease my way past the white and golds. Bribes. At least we have them. Let's allow him his privacy. Hey, you know what? You know, I'm curious, and you are probably curious. Let's follow him in secret. We got 10 pearls. Bearing witness. He makes his way through the rainbowed streets, dropping pearls into the hands of the white and golds who accost him. You cross the bridges, bribe the same guards. You leave the colors of the copper quarter behind for the simple blue lamps of the porcelain quarter. They buzz more loudly and flicker more often. Machinery rumbles are behind whitewashed walls. If you are found here, you'll be killed. The poissonnier peers through a narrow window, where a woman and a young man bicker over noodles. The woman's hair is beginning to gray. The young man has narrow cheeks and dark, sullen eyes. He storms into another room. She throws up her hands. The poissonnier notices you and slips away from the window. His voice is stiff. Captain, my behavior must have seemed very suspicious. I am sorry to have caused concern. Let us return to the ship. I should not have come. You return in silence. He refuses to answer questions. So we get an intriguing snippet, and we need either a colossal fluke or an elegiac cockatoo. Interesting. I know where to get this one. I don't know where to get this one. All right. I think we're good here. We don't really need anything else. I don't think we really need to worry about this. Let's get a port report. Do we get any... we get a menace. Okay. That's annoying. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's go ahead and we're going to call the episode here. We know what we need to do next, which is we need to go and hunt a lorn fluke or a loon flork. official new name of those things for this game. So we'll go do a loon flork. And I might even look up what the elegiac cockatoo is. I don't think it really tells you where to get these things. After his visit. Here we go. Let's see what he says, actually, before we end the episode. After his visit, he is more fixated, less congenial. He corners you below decks, his eye is fervent between his wrappings. Is that all? I need a capstone for the feast, Captain. Something unforgettable. I have a vision. No, two. One demands the core of a lorn fluke. The other requires a certain bird of the elder continent, a cockatoo, given to funeral poetry. I have heard that a certain southern showman owns such a creature. He waves a casual hand. As I would do. Do not trouble yourself with both. Okay, so we can do either or, and I still don't know where to get this guy. I do know where to get this guy. And this can also give us some other good stuff too. So, I think that's the plan. Well, everyone, that's going to do it for the episode. Hope you enjoyed this continuation of the Bandaged Poissonnier's storyline. And as always, my name has been Kurazarrh. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.